we're looking at with this project is the ability for citizens and workers to be more involved in the energy system as it progresses in the future, and that's in terms of an ownership stake and also in terms of control. So the Jam and Justice project is all around new municipal forms of engagement and participation, looking at health and education and all sorts of things. So we're specifically looking at Greater Manchester and Greater Manchester's energy future and how citizens and workers might be more involved with that. The question for us was, how might a municipal energy company encourage and enable more citizen and worker participation?
We thought that it would be very helpful in a situation like that to bring people around the table that might not always necessarily yet work together. Also, some of the people we invited to become co-researchers with us were activists, and some of them were from the local government, and particularly policymakers around energy, of course, and environment. And then we were looking at people that might work within the existing system to invite them in and their ideas and their way of looking at the world. So it was a really rich process bringing people together, and we thought, there is a lot of meetings and people come to and they have to talk a lot. So we were thinking, what are forms for people to also go a little bit around what they usually say, and also maybe just very softly trip up what would be the usual opinion that they might have already formed.
It's been really important to involve a practitioner like Brit. For us, it's been a really successful way of approaching what could have been and is quite a technical area. In imagining the future and in creating the future, we have to take a very creative approach to that, one that tests a few people's boundaries and also enables them to think and dream outside of their ordinary everyday work. Leading on from all that research, bringing together all those different stakeholders, gaining all those different perspectives, we came up with these prospectus, and they're multiple. So there's one we've imagined, again it's an imagined company, we've set it in 2020, another we've set it in 2025, and a third is in 2035. So you can see through the future history of that company, you can see it evolving and taking shape over time, and you can see how the extent of citizen and worker participation grows over time. The important thing about this document is that none of these ideas that we've used to create this, none of them are speculative. All of them are either taking place today in another part of the world, or they're taking place at a pilot stage, at a small stage. So all this is real stuff.
We've seen a shift in Greater Manchester, and a lot of the talk today has been about the possibility of there being an energy company for Greater Manchester. But what does that really look like? And that comes back to this heart of putting participation at the core of the design of utilities like this. Democracy isn't just about going to a ballot box, it's about people having a say over the future of the place that they live and what affects them. That means thinking, how can we put everyday decision making into the heart of utilities such as an energy company for Greater Manchester.
So for me, it's about creating that legitimacy, it's about a just transition, because without that involvement, the transition just won't take place. Thank you. We want to influence local policymakers, we want to encourage them to be brave and to establish these kinds of companies. We want them to do so in a way that involves citizens and workers, and isn't just, well, creating new shiny products and letting the private sector deliver it. We think for the energy transition to take place, it needs to be a just and a fair one. It needs to involve citizens as equal partners in that. So yeah, we're putting this out. We'll see what happens. But today at the conference has been a lot of good talk from the forum, from from Andy Burnham and from other policymakers around establishing something like this. So it's looking very positive.
It's interesting when we look at this green charter that comes out, is there a space to really pursue some of these ideas? Because if you look to Germany, where we see some of the most successful examples of a just transition starting to take place, putting citizen participation at the core of these companies is part of what's leading to that success. Hopefully we can make that happen here too.